everyone, I'm Alia Dibu. Welcome to my channel. Today I am back with the final discussion of NCERT Class 7 Science, Chapter 1 Nutrition in Plants. Let's head on straight to the discussion. You may have seen small mushrooms being sold in packets on vegetable shops, or more common than that, in moist soils and cut down rotten trees, we may see small white mushrooms growing on them. But they're not green, they're white. They don't have chlorophyll in them. So, how do they get their food and where do they get it from? Let's find out. Take a piece of moist bread and leave it for 2 to 3 days. What will we see? We will see a cotton like thread spreading on top of the bread. So, this cotton like thread is more visible under a microscope and they are known as fungi. Repeat it once again, fungi. The fungi have a different type of nutrition. They get their food from the bread. This type of nutrition, where the organism gets their nutrition from a dead or decaying matter, is known as saprotrophic mode of nutrition. Saprotrophic mode of nutrition. How does a fungus get its nutrition? Fungus is a saprotroph. It takes food from the dead and the decaying. The digestive juices of fungus convert the dead materials into a soluble form and then it is absorbed. The organisms that have saprotrophic mode of nutrition are called saprotrophs or saprophytes. They're called saprotrophs or saprophytes. Saprotrophic mode of nutrition. The mode of nutrition in which the organism digests the dead and decaying organic materials of the body by secreting enzymes and then absorb the nutrients in the solution form is called saprotrophic mode of nutrition. The plants which use saprotrophic mode of nutrition are called saprophytes or saprotrophs. The fungi grows in pickles, leather, clothes, and many more materials. Sometimes fungi even grow in the roots of plants. And the plants provide the fungi with nutrients. And in return, the fungus provides the plant with water and certain nutrients. This kind of living together, sharing shelter, and sharing food is known as a symbiosis. Symbiosis. That is, when two organisms live together and share the shelter and food, that is known as symbiosis. Let's take a look at lichen. Lichen is a complex life form that is a symbiotic relationship between alga and fungus. Lichen is a complex life form that is a symbiotic relationship between alga and fungus. So the symbiotic relationship between alga and fungus is known as a lichen. And the fungus is what provides the alga with shelter, food, and minerals. And in return, the alga provides the fungus with food. Symbiotic relationship. Some organisms live together, share shelter and nutrients. This type of a relationship, where both the partners are benefited from each other, is called symbiotic relationship. Example, lichens. The fungus partner in lichen provides shelter, water, and mineral to the algae, and in return, the algae provides food, which is prepared by photosynthesis. Have you ever wondered why farmers add manure and fertilizers to their soil? It's because, well, as we know, the plants take their nutrients and minerals from the soil. So the amount of nutrients and minerals in the soil keep declining. So to meet the nutritional requirements of the plants, the farmers add manure and fertilizers which contain potassium, nitrogen, phosphorus, etc. Nitrogen is everywhere in our atmosphere, but The plants can't use it directly like how they use carbon dioxide. They need the nitrogen to be in a soluble form, and the bacterium known as rhizobium converts the nitrogen into a soluble form. But rhizobium cannot make food of its own. So it lives in the roots of plants like moong, bean, peas, and gram and provides those plants with nitrogen. And in turn, the plant provides rhizobium with food and shelter. So rhizobium provides the plants with nitrogen, and in turn, the plants provide rhizobium with food and shelter, which is yet another example of a symbiotic relationship. How are nutrients replenished in the soil? Farmers spread manure or fertilizers in the field. Fertilizers contain nutrients, nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, etc. And rhizobium bacteria helps in changing the atmospheric nitrogen to usable form. They have a simple relationship with leguminous plants like beans, moong, peas, etc. So, friends, this is the end of our first chapter, Nutrition in Plants. If you guys found this videos to be helpful or if you guys learned anything new from it, make sure to stay tuned for the rest of the chapters.